There we go. Mic should be on now. We're coming up to 3 o'clock. So I think what I'll do is I will load the game and then hopefully it would have ticked over to that minute. How is everyone today? Are you all having your... I'm currently drinking my tea out of a Katamari mug, which is a game franchise I'm a big fan of. Though I think, am I right that the creator of the first one is quite cynical of the others? Is that right? He's not a huge fan of the other Katamari games. I can't remember. Let me know if sound levels are all right as well. If you've dropped in or whatever, just let me know if the sound is coming through nice and clear, nice and fine. For those of you who've been here before, then you will know exactly where we're at. For those of you that haven't, we are, I think, approaching the lab at the bottom of the thing. You know the thing under the mansion. We're approaching there, so it's a matter of sort of figuring out what's what I'm going to need, etc. So we should be reasonably alright. I think there was a room with some quite scary things in that I need to see what's what. A junkyard god there is impressed with the idea of smashing the zombos, but I've been a little bit more cautious than that. I've been a little bit nicer. So it's around there. So the only place we've got to explore is by turning down here, legging it through that door, and going through that gap. There's some quite big, scary guys in there though that I don't particularly want to deal with. But we'll have to just take it as it comes. We'll have to just see how we do. So I want to go right and just leg it, I think, from these things. I managed to earlier. They were big and scary and I had no time for them, so... If anyone knows what those things are called, by all means, tell me. Is it just a maze getting through this bit? Do I just need to egg it? Is that... Oh! Right in my face. Oh well. Know what we need then, boys. I opened it. Straight in there. Right, I should probably stop taking a drink every time I enter a room, because that seems to be bad practice when there's something in there. Here we go. Our junkyard god's back. That's excellent news. How are you? How is everyone else today as well? Triggering system activator there. Yeah, that's would be Piers Morgan whenever anyone says something about something like toast. What's in this room then? We've got this system thing. I need the map. Yeah. No, I know who it is. I know some people are just a little bit like, it depends how they use their handles and stuff. But yeah, no, it's good to see her. Good to see her. Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. But yeah, I know some people are sort of a little bit, oh, I don't want to then that's fine. So that's why I was referring to you by your handle rather than your name, Rich. But yeah, if you're happy to be called Rich on the stream, that's I have no qualms with calling you by your name at all. Power supply. Excellent. So lift is now working, and I've got the ammo disc. So I think we're doing all right here. Ticking on okay. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm sort of using these. I'm in the middle of doing quite a bit of work, so sort of using these streams as to give myself a bit of a break, really. So that's sort of how I am. So I'm using these as my not a fan of these boys. Smooth, look at that. Has the stream gone all choppy again? Why is it doing that for? It's been quite good recently. I don't know why it's starting to do that. So we've got the MOD disc and the thing should be working now as well. So we're doing quite well. Oh, I thought I turned the power on. There you go. Look at that sound. It was. Oh yeah, no, that's good. That's completely cool, Rich. That's completely cool. No, thank you everyone for dropping by. I appreciate it. Thanks for everyone that's given us a follow as well. I'm trying to do the follower goal in sort of increments, but we're doing all right. I appreciate it. Oh, here we go.
Wesker?
Barry is no longer useful.
Just as I thought. You are the man behind all of this. Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now.
Gasp indeed. Gasp indeed.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mentioned mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella.
Looks more like
So
Paul
you're
Phoenix.
planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
First time I've seen this cutscene.
All the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
Okay. Sound good. Maybe I should have prepared for a boss fight down here. Maybe I should have grabbed my herbs and look at that. Yeah, it's all about those old animations where they're like. They are getting undressed for the big fight. Look at him.
Tyrant virus is a super virus, which creates a monster which is much stronger than human beings. Tyrant is the most powerful biological weapon in the world.
You don't mean you're experimenting on real people?
Feels a little bit slow on the
This is
uptake there.
really beautiful. All this power will be mine.
For the sake of an awful creature?
I mean,
Don't be
don't
upset.
you know?
All
Don't hate Frankenstein's monster,
is
Jill.
to be eaten.
Kratos, God of War's coming for you. Oh dear. I mean, that can't be the way he's normally released. You're gonna run out of.
What?
Ah, classic.
Come this way!
Classic.
Oh!
Sigil works with Cinnamon in particular, because nobody else can beat us. Yeah, like they have been a little bit sort of wonky through this. They have been a little bit sort of wonky.
It can't control what it does.
Give me that. Okay, it's not. Oh, that's. There's no herbal health or anything in here, is there? Of course it is. Of course it is. Well, we lasted well. I think I might have to come back with the Magnum rounds for this one, boys. Where is it? What you get, Wesker? Yeah, I think I will. I think I will. Oh. Genuinely on my on the edge here. Okay, so I do just have to deal with this. Fine. Oh no, Jill. So I think we might have to fight it. I think that's what the game's taught us there. We have to deal with this little bossy boss. That's fine. So I'm gonna have to get the elevator open. So I'm gonna have to do that little run around I did at the start. We know where we're going. We know how we're running. And then I think we should be all right. Maybe, I don't know. It's famously easy boss, isn't it, the Tyrant? What's everyone else playing at the moment? What's is everyone else sort of spending their time? Yeah, I've heard there's not a lot. Like I've heard from a couple of people that it's quite a short game, that they've taken a lot out, which I find a little bit yeah, I find that a little bit of a strange move, that's a thing that they've done, that they've decided to remove a lot of the content from it. Not in a like, it just seems like a strange decision. I wonder if they've been sort of pushed for deadlines, or kind of what the story is behind that taking their time. But I've heard it's all right. I've heard okay things about it. I've not heard anyone say anything sort of overly bad. Yeah, it's pretty short, but if it's a good time, what does it matter? You know, like I suppose it's different if it's compared to another game. I guess that's probably where the problem surrounding that lies. Like I really like. Okay, right, okay. I thought that was the case, but just to be sure. Come on. Come here. Right here. So we need to run through here. and then I'll get the MOD disc, and then maybe, since I've got like 400. Is that the MOD disc? What? Where am I running now? Oh, it's gone around full circle. There you go. Wow, that's really strange. I wonder if that's just... Perhaps they had it kicking around. Is it the same composer, maybe? Something like that? Interesting, though. Right. Come on, let's do it. Can't remember what I use these passcodes for now, but I'll have it anyway. Just ring 2218. Excellent. Then there was nothing else of interest on there. Through here, turn the elevator on, peg it back. Oh. He said. I mean, that's what everyone needs, right? Where's my black metal cover of the Resident Evil save room music? Cool. Nice. I've not played The Witcher. My friend really likes it. Well, obviously you're my friend as well, but yeah, one of my mates at work has got really into it. He says it's really solid. I've not played it yet, but fine. I feel like there should be something else here. We will take it. So we'll leave, load up, stock up on guns, watch that sex scene, cutscene again, and then roll. Because am I right that The Witcher full on goes back to sort of its original lore type stuff? Is that right? That it's all to do with The Witcher 3 is the sequel to 2 other Witcher games, but they're also the sequel to the books. Is that sound about right? Does that track? But yeah, I've heard really good things about it. I listened to I was talking about it on another one of these. There's quite a good book called Blood, Sweat and Pixels, which talks a lot about the development of video games and stuff. Each chapter's a different one, and the Witcher one's really interesting because I think when that company started, CD Projekt Red, if there was game studios in Poland, there was hardly any. There was sort of if there were, there'd be sort of hardly any, and certainly no one making big games either. And then these guys just sort of came and were like, no, we want to make one, and we're going to choose a Polish franchise, and we're gonna go for it. And apparently it was really decent. It's supposed to be really good. Right, hang on. Oh, get back in there. Get back in there. Oh, I have put all the Magnum rounds together. Okay, I'll take the pink ribbons out, and then we'll go try and deal with this problem. Which I quite like. I think it's a good way of making the world feel sort of big and full. But yeah, but at the same time, it's like it seems quite like a heavy thing to tack into. But I've heard really good things about it. I've just not. Yeah. Oh, mate, I completely agree. Like, there's definitely a time and a place for it. The game I thought got a little bit ridiculous with that, oddly, was the South Park game Stick of Truth. It got to the point where I was like, there is so many jokes here. I cannot read all of these jokes. Like, there is beyond jokes. So is the Tyrant the big end boss now? Is that the? Are we reaching the end of this game? Is that where we are? All right, Tyrant time. But yeah, like the fact that there's like every joke is on, like there's a joke on everything in there. Is it sort of mad? Right, let's turn this thing on. I'm sorry you can't skip the cutscenes as well, because I imagine we're gonna have to watch that fight with old matey quite a bit now, just in case you're a fan of. If you weren't a fan of Wesker, I can only apologise. Is he being nice and English as well? Is he being a nice English baddie? Sounds like it was. The greatest biological weapon. That was more Master Miller, wasn't it? They look similar.
Sir,
Barry is no longer useful.
just as I thought.
Nah, he's not. He's being
You are the man
sly dog, isn't he?
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster...
Call me if you want to know anything about the flora and fauna around here.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient.
Oh, like this is punishing. I have to watch this every time.
Virus monsters.
Like, I'm notoriously not good at fighting the bosses in this game. If you've been for people that have like sort of that have watched all the way through, the bosses tend to be the bit that I tend to have a little bit of a struggle with. But
Something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological
you do. Hopefully, we can at least skip the cutscene of it coming out. I guess,
we're in
but
charge.
it's going to be a long old. It's going to be a long old stream,
Stop
guys.
this now.
You're a brave girl, but if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So, you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
You guys are idiots. Get used to the rust on that door. What's this? What's the second VOD? What's the VOD? Is that a term all the kids are using now that I'm like not familiar with? Okay, we can skip this bit at least. I think. Yeah.
Tyrant virus is a super virus, which creates a monster which is much
Super
stronger
virus.
than human beings. Tyrant is the most powerful biological weapon in the world.
I mean, what do you reckon? Run, turn,
Experimental.
unload the clip. Run, turn.
This is really beautiful. All this power
Beautiful.
will be mine.
For the sake of an awful creature?
Don't be upset.
I think Jill realizes what she's. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I was trying to work it out. I was getting stuck on the word V was the problem. So here we go. I think Jill, though, seems to immediately notice that she's sort of being horrible to this thing that's been created sort of against its will, though, because she immediately goes sort of like, that creature, which is quite horrible. Then she's like, it can't control what it does, but I wonder if that's supposed to be like, it can't control what it does, like, oh no, I'm in trouble. Or whether she's like, it can't control what it does, it's a being of pure chaos. We do have to fight this then, there's no two ways around it, great.
It can't control what it does.
I do get a shot though. Classic me not equipping my gun every time as well. Right, do you reckon one, then run? Yeah. 3 in there. I mean, I hope this is what the Magnum's for. I'm going to be in trouble if I don't. Come on, mate. Did you see that? Did you see what I did to me? And I used enough ammo to free up the item slot for the lab key, which is obviously what I was planning on doing. No problem. Cheers, man. I appreciate the support. I'm as surprised as you are, to be honest. Yeah. But where is the lab key? That's the question now. Where is the locked laboratory? I don't know where that room is. Is it one of these rooms down here? No? I feel I should have perhaps picked up a map at some point, but I'm not sure. Especially Coated looks important. Okay. It's a master key, it's not just the lab key, alright. Okay, so that's cleared. We've been everywhere there, except for round and up into that corner. So that sounds like a good place to go. Surely that's the last two places, right? Excellent, let's do it. Do we save again? I don't want to fight that tyrant again anytime soon. But then I'm crucial. I'll check how many ink ribbons I've got when I change the thing. So what I don't want to do is what I've done before, which then means next time I've dropped in, I've ran out of ink ribbons completely, which is honestly terrifying. Honestly terrifying. Like, I'm not a huge fan of games being punishing in a way that sort of costs you time anymore. In the same way, you know, the way these ones would let you, if you can't save, you're in trouble, and that's hours you're gonna have to make up or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of games doing that anymore then, let's say. Let's have a look what we got going on. Oh, we got 3, that's fine, because then we can save 1. Let's do that then. Let's pop the Magnum back in. And let's take the clip out, right? Yeah, exactly. We don't want your entire day to be... That'd be no good. Right. Our Resident Evil. Okay, while that's saving, I'm going to quickly flick it over, and I need to reply to an email quickly. So while Jill is saving, I will be back in literally sort of two seconds. It's not going to be anything. All right, so I'll see you in a minute, if that. Thank you very much. There you go. That weren't long at all, was it? We were all right there. How'd everybody do? What did everyone get up to in that little bit of break? So right, we're grabbing the clip, and then we are away. So not the clip, sorry. We are going for the clip and the Beretta. I'm wondering, do I really need all these shotgun shells as well? Because we're only going across, aren't we? So, ages. Sorry, guys. I'm glad you got contemplated life, got bored. That's, you know, that's sort of life in lockdown now, isn't it? For the most part, anyway. I don't know. I do think sometimes it's a little bit like the idea of sort of future generations being like, what did you do during the Great Pause, which I think is what some people have started calling it, haven't they? So, what did you do during the Great Pause, Carl? I started live streaming games. You're welcome. It's important to all do your bit, isn't it? Right, where's this guy? Come on. Oh, he's not there. All right. Wonder where they are. But in seriousness, though, I hope everyone's staying safe and everyone's doing as... Whoa! You weren't there earlier. Should have known. Silly me. Every time I play this game, I start like chilling out, not looking at the screen, and then have to deal with what is an obvious problem every time. Oh, mate, I'd listen. I'd want to hear that. Right, the doors are opening. Let's assume there's a big fuck-off monster behind it every time, instead of just thinking, we've been in here before, no problem. That's the old Resident Evil trick, innit? Loves to pretend it's not. Oh, right, okay, this is the door we got the whole code to. My God, can you imagine if you did all that other bit without having the passcodes? I'd be so upset with myself. I'd be so upset. That's exactly what I'm saying I'm doing. That's exactly, I was helping the morale of the people. Thank you very much. So if anyone's morale is up by a tiny little bit, I feel like I've done. Now this music, this game likes to play as if something bad is going to happen. And then as of yet, I don't think there's actually been anything bad in the room the music's playing. And it's like the room after will be silent and then it'll be like, ha, we got you. Right, this looks nice.
Oh, Jill!
Oh, Chris!
Oh, it's Chris!
Hey!
Yeah, you too. What happened to Wesker?
Let's talk about it later.
He's got a can-do attitude. Amazing. I didn't know, yeah, like I'm in uncharted waters for me here. I know this is quite familiar for a lot of people, but I'm just going to see if there's anything in that room, though. Yeah, I think it does it as a trick, that it takes you in to be like, haha, and then it's like, no. We're going to get you later. So when you play as Chris, do you end up in this cell and then sort of turn around and you're there? Or do you get locked in the cell? Or I know a lot of people are familiar with the remaster. Come on, double team. Let's do it. Where are you going? What are you doing, Chris? Is this your first time with tank controls, pal? He is proper positive, isn't he? Dude, hey! Thanks! Whoa!
Let's go.
There's a big monster behind that door, so let's not be too... So are we heading it out to the mansion now? Is that the idea? It's the master key. Let's just see what's what then. Like that bit in Metal Gear where you were just in prison for ages and you just got to wait forever. I found out the other day I played through the first Metal Gear. Probably at the start of this year, maybe? No. Maybe about midway through last year. Had a lot of fun playing it again, but the bit when you're in the prison, you know, when you've got to do the tomato sauce squirt, if you mess that up, yeah, if you mess that up, you end up being, I genuinely don't know where I'm supposed to be heading now. Because downstairs, every room was cleared, right? Yeah. So now basement. Okay, so I just need to deal with this. Yeah, the bit with the tomato sauce, if you mess that up, you get a situation where the ninja comes and gets you. Comes helps you out, which I didn't realise before. I didn't realise that was a... Didn't know that was the situation. He comes and busts the door open. It's pretty cool. I could have probably dodged one of them. Here we go.
Let's go.
That was the same let's go as before, wasn't it? You feeling alright, Chris? You alright there, buddy? Let's go. Okay. Cool. Chris might be one of those people that think that positivity can overcome everything. Which, you know, I'm not saying that there isn't benefits to a positive accent, but I've seen some people on my Facebook having the attitude of, guys, like, it's all your negativity that's making you ill. And it's like, no, I'm pretty sure it's this fucking virus that's murdering people, that's killing people. Our fucking government. I'm pretty sure that's what's doing it, mate. Not me not thinking positively enough. No time for that noise. Okay, so I think I should have took the Magnum there, but we'll find out. We'll find out in a sec when poor Jill has to deal with one other boss, one last scare, surely. Just let Chris into there. What we got going on? Where am I now? Okay. Sort of feel like I'm metagaming it a bit now, though. Like, I feel like...
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is your last...
It's a good camera angles there. What's this? Yeah, why not? I reckon that'll come in handy. Yeah, I saw a bit of it, mate. I did see a bit of it, and I was just sort of like, don't patronise people, you know? It's quite a tricky puzzle. I'm glad you're here, Chris, to help me out. No.
Oh no, you must be kidding. After we've come all the way here.
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris...
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
So when you play this through as Chris, does Chris like, yeah, go on, Jill, you deal with that, see you later? Is that the way it works? Like... Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Facebook now is now just a system for me to like eventually find out people I know vaguely from before. It's like a game where you see like how long until they say or do something absolutely stupid. Like, yeah, there's a bit of that sort of positivity. Which again, like, I'm not saying don't be positive and don't have a positive attitude, but I just find that attitude really condescending to it's a nerf, isn't it? But yeah, I just find it really condescending to people that have suffered. I can't stand that attitude at all. I just think it's sickening. So no, you didn't think happy. It's survivor bias, if everyone's familiar or unfamiliar with that. It's the idea that you're making assumptions based on those that are still around, not people aren't there. There's a really good Mando Party podcast talking about it, which I would highly recommend. So where am I? I mean, I've got to use that flare, right? But I don't want to... Oh, okay, that's the other side of that. Right, okay, I've worked out where I am. I mean, I've got to use the flare, but then a boss is going to come and cause me all kinds of grief, right? Surely that's the... Stand back a little bit from that. So that was like a PSA for how not to operate fireworks. Probably standing in the way. Is that it? Is that have we successfully completed Resident Evil? Get ready for my amazing rank of like, what the hell have you done? Where I've saved countless times. Oh, okay, come on. Genuinely, like, not sure. I'm on like... There we go, look. Oh, look at that cutscene. I mean, focus on Jill, mate. She's the one we've played as for the last couple of hours, so... I don't care about you, Chris. Oh, yeah. We're making love now. This should be called Barry's Lament. That's what this song should be called. Is that shreddy enough for you, Rich? Whenever I hear like lead guitars like go nuts like this, I always imagine oh, Real Swords, hello mate, how you getting on? Right? You've arrived just at the end of this. We've done it. It's the first time I've completed this game as well, so I was quite happy with that. We did alright. Now we're busting out to these amazing tunes. Yeah, whenever I hear a lead guitar going absolutely batshit like this, I always imagine like in the studio they were just supposed to be a rhythm person, and they were just sort of like, all right, can you rein it in? We just need you just a couple of power chords, That's about it, mate. Honestly, the synth is going to do most of the melody, no problem. And they're like, yeah, right, come on then, off you go. And they've just gone. They can't stop it. Opening theme, Terror. Ending theme, Still Dawn. There you go. Do you know what, mate? We've debated doing Res 2, but we've thought of doing it with OC, who Tom Masters, who does also Twitch stream stuff. We're debating, is there a way we can double stream it? Possibly have both of us over a group chat, and then he'll play through one story and I'll play through the other, and we'll do Resident Evil like that. In theory, I should be better at Resident Evil 2 because I've completed it a few times as a kid. Like I got Tofu and Hunk, is it? I can't remember, but I did that with those ones. There's every chance we did all right. Oh, hang on. What's that down by there? Little something. But if you scroll sort of below the stream, there's a link to a Google Docs where you can vote and suggest games and things. So that's, I mean, that's not too bad really, is it? That's all right. I'll take that. I mean, I'm not asking for a rank or whatever. We did learn a couple of streams ago, someone's completed it in, was it 35 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that is the speedrun record. But what can you do? It's horror games to relax / study to, isn't it? It's not, yeah, we'll have to have a look at how to do it. Let's overwrite this then. So, Jill. So do I get a bonus from playing through it again? I'm not sure the sort of unlocks of it now, but decent. We did all right there. We did it. Well done. I think what I'm probably going to do, mainly because I don't really know what to stream now, I normally do 3 to 5, but I completed the game and So Wednesday evening, I will be streaming Pipe Mania 3D, just because I've wanted to for a little while. We've also ordered some PlayStation demos. James was talking about getting... just playing through them, so we might do that one evening. But in terms of the next game to play, I'm sort of a little bit open ears, really. If I can do it, I will. I quite like the idea of alternating between doing the RPGs at night on Wednesday evenings and something sort of relaxing. So I think after Pipe Mania 3D, I'll probably do Dust Force for that. But this sort of 3 times a week, something sort of casual to run through while we all just sort of hang out and chat a little bit, I am absolutely open to it. We've had some suggestions for Dino Crisis, which I've never played, and a few other things as well. So yeah, but thank you all for coming out and enjoying this with us. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Chat's been great as well. Everyone's been really really good fun. X-Files one. What's the X-Files game on? What is the X-Files thing? What? I've never played it. Is it a PlayStation game or what? What's the deal? Yeah, I'm not doing it as Chris. I can't, it's all about Jill sandwiches for me. I've got no time for, yeah, cool. All right, we'll look at it. We'll have a look. Sick. I'll tell you what, as a treat, we'll watch this cutscene, the opening cutscene, and then we'll and then we'll say goodnight. I mean, Rich, you've been gold, mate. Like, absolute gold. The first thing I'm going to do when I stop this stream is we just start here again.
Wow, what a mansion!
Oh, Jill, use your previous knowledge. She's like, I've been here before. Hello.
Wesker, where's Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the end credits of the Res 3 remake when I'm done with this. Listen to that while I smash on with a bit more work. It's not Chris's blood.
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill,
Can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay.
Barry's been amazing in this game as well. Like Barry has been absolutely like what was funny though was when I was fighting
Stay alert.
the tarantula that wasn't even like a boss. It was a boss, but weren't a big boss. Is I was just like getting killed by it so much. But the way I'd saved is I had to watch Barry's like death. Spoilers for a 24-year-old game. But that's fine. Everyone gets into things at their own pace. Oh mate, yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
A dining room.
Apparently, there's a hidden cutscene. Someone was saying on the chat the other day that if you keep on going back out, Wesker tells you off. So we'll enjoy that. Amazing.
Investigate if you hear any gunfire.
Just telling me what to do. I think though we would have got through this game a lot quicker if I just did what the game wanted to. But what I did was my classic sort of like, you know, like a platform game or something that chucks you down a corridor a little bit more when they just send you through the same area.
Lost courage already? It's not like you.
This is all. There you go. So that's some hidden stuff there. Also, early on sounds like the Neighbours theme tune. Excellent. Oh, mate, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'll get to it eventually. Probably in another 24 years, I'll fire up a knackered PS4 or whatever, and we'll play through the Resident Evil thing. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by, everyone. Sorry, this one was a little bit more brief, but I feel like I've ran out of that delicious content everyone is always banging on about. So we'll do the Jill walk. And I'll say go. Right, thank you all very much, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by, hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I'll check what you've all voted for, and we'll figure out what we're going to play next Wednesday, I think. So Wednesday, 3 p.m, we're back with a new game. Ooh. Right, take care, everyone. Catch up with you soon. Take care. All the best. Bye, 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 bye.